Mine says here we go. So vacation,
Appendix D.
appendix 4.
Appendix 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So furlough, 6 weeks of furlough per year of service. Vacation, separate from furlough for rest and recreation for with your family, may be taken at home or in your host country. Oh, accruable up to 6 weeks. Oh, there you go. You're right.
Come on, somebody. Cribble up to 6 weeks. That's pretty legit, man.
Okay, so you could accrue 2 years worth. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you? Do you keep track? Okay, my
I
family's.
don't keep track.
Yeah.
I don't keep track because Josiah doesn't. Right. It's supposed to be according to the policy. He's supposed to be keeping track.
Yeah. What's the? It says
The field supervisor.
field supervisor. So
Pastor
he's.
Josiah, or I mean, he could defer to Pastor Tim probably as the base leader, but Josiah's our supervisor,
Yeah.
and he doesn't ask us to keep track. So I'm actually working with Jeff and with Ken Ryder right now, and Jerry. Maybe you don't know Jerry.
The
Jerry
Canadian.
Brazil. Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking about some of this about the vacation policy. I don't think the policy itself is going to change, but I'm suggesting to Jeff because I think. Like off the, taking those, like going to
Yeah.
Yamanako for a few days, or of course if you're doing it on your weekend, that's one thing. But then if you're tacking on a few days off, I think we should keep track of it.
Yeah. So technically, are we like a 5-day work week people? Are we a 40 hours? Like you could do 4 10 days.
I think that's up to the team leader. That's up to Josiah. But Josiah is very hands off.
So basically, like.
He's very much just, if you're getting down to your responsibilities, that's fine. The only problem, I mean, that's not my style. I don't, it's not a good style for me.
Uh-huh.
Because then I'm always like, can I take a day off now? Last week, if I worked 50 or 60 hours, is it okay that I just have some extra time off?
Yeah.
Or am I supposed to still, that kind of stuff? So.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what is the right. Like I said, I think that's
trying to get in
Josiah's
40 hours, basically.
Either, so I think for that to change here, I think for that kind of culture to change here, then Jeff has to.
Yeah, make a call or something like that.
He has to keep track.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing is, because I'm trying to learn too, what is the culture? Because some churches have, American companies, you have Saturday and Sunday off, but we work Sunday. We're working on a Saturday. So do we take Monday and Tuesday off or something? Or do we get 2 days? Or at Cornerstone, Friday was our day off. Saturday was an unofficial work day. So it was you had Saturday off, but you couldn't really travel.
Yeah, you told me
more than
that.
3 hours.
So did you have 2 days off or just 1 day off?
You had Friday was your day off. Saturday was, I personally had probably 3 or 4 Saturdays a month off. If I had to but some of the staff had to come in if they had work. But me personally, I didn't really. Our
so
youth
more
staff.
ministry dependent, whatever your
Yeah.
ministry you're in.
And it was because, you want to be able to leave on the weekends. But if you always have to be within 3 hours, so that was a little difficult, and I think so. Maybe if we could have even rotated that or something, because I never got called once.
Wow.
But you always had to be close.
Yeah, just in case there's a funeral or something, and you had to be within 3 hours to be able to get back. But not one Saturday did I need to get back for anything, you know. So
That's just called starting off in ministry, man.
yeah, so that was an interesting thing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went on staff at First Free, I was, for however many weeks of vacation you had, you could take off that many Sundays a year.
Yes, same with us.
So when I started, it was 2 weeks of vacation, so you could take 2 Sundays off.
Yep.
So, and I mean, I guess when you're starting, that's not bad. But when you're used to college life, and then you go into like,
When you go into your first full-time
Dude,
job
that's a real wake
and
up.
you don't get a summer vacation.
Dude, it starts grading at you, but the nice part is like you're getting a check all the time.
Yeah.
You're like, what's this? Like, I'm actually
Yeah.
getting more money than I'm spending?
Yeah. That is nice.
That's right. In school, it's the opposite.
That's right.
Yeah.
The audio really sounds good.
Like that's
Does it?
tick. Do you
Very
listen?
interesting conversation.
Yeah, we're work environment.
Talk
So.
about our idea about, because when we go out jogging, we have like the best ideas for like sermons and illustrations and like these, it's like sermon prep. It's so good, it's like sermon prep.
It's not reimbursable.
Yeah, I need these $100 shoes reimbursed, bro. Yeah, do that.
I know, this is like,
You know what? Okay,
my shoes though.
just wait. Have an open heart. Have an open heart. Life Church, Pastor Craig Rochelle, they will do quarterly reimbursements for gym memberships and stuff like that. So, because we don't have gym memberships, but we do run, maybe we could get like, good incentives to be
The problem
physically
is that
healthy,
you-
because when we're
you-
physically healthy, we're emotionally healthy and can do more ministry.
You don't think about it like a business, because the problem is that money, like someone's still getting that money, like the money's coming from somewhere. So like you're getting it as a benefit, right? So it would have to be like, it'd have to be listed as like a fringe benefit, or it would have to be taxable.
Oh yeah, because of the way that
Yeah.
it's set
So
up,
like
yeah.
this kind of stuff, like like for instance, like you can think about, for instance, like I don't know, like just like your like should you be able to reimburse a ticket, like to take your kid to the States to get them set up when they go to college? Okay, well the answer is that no, that's not a tax deductible reimbursement, but you can be compensated for it. So you can we would say that we will give you a taxable fringe benefit that for every child you have when they go to college, you can get money, taxable money, to pay for the ticket to to take them to the States and get them set up and then come back home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that you can't get extra money, but then you have to think of it like, okay, this is Paz saying, we're paying you a salary. Now we're going to give you extra money,
Yeah.
but you got to pay taxes on it. But we're going to give you the $1,000 to take your kid to the States and get them set up for college and come back. So
So it could be something almost like that.
yeah, but the problem is that we all think of it more as like my money and my because like our salaries and stuff, like we're kind of in charge of that. We tend to think of it not like a company. So like a lot of times you can think of like the company can pay you money to do the things, but it's taxable money. It's not untaxed. It's not a reimbursement. It's a benefit that's taxable. So like that kind of like health,
Yeah.
like health
Yeah.
care stuff.
So Life Church is probably
Like-
paying taxes on that?
Well, but there's some things they could do. Like sometimes, like companies have these like
There's other.
they have they can have things like if they're paying for your health insurance, like a lot of companies do, like if you get
Oh,
a
yeah,
gym
yeah, yeah,
benefit,
yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll pay extra on your health insurance
Yeah.
because you have a gym benefit, and that's going to reduce our
Yeah.
health insurance costs.
Yeah.
So so they're giving you the benefit, but they're saving money.
Actually, because
You know,
of it,
it's part of like a wellness policy. It's not a
Yeah.
it's not a like reimbursement
yeah. Yeah.
in that sense. It's different than
Is
just
that
the reimbursement
so?
policy.
Is that how? Did you do that for your trips for your masters?
Yeah.
So you got like a extra money, but you still have that. That's
Yeah, it's all
on top of your salary, but you
no,
still
no,
pay
for the
taxes on that.
masters- For the masters is business expense
Oh, business.
as
Nice.
an education expense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like what we would do for language school or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if anybody was to take classes
Yeah.
for whatever ministry purpose, then you could reimburse that. Yeah. If it's like continuing education.
What if I set up a category called education?
Education.
More business things came out of that. Less education.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep in mind though that if you're gonna be incurring, thousands of dollars of education-related expenses, you might want to run it by the leadership first before you
That's right. That's right.
before you like, yeah.
They won't just spend my $10,000
That's right.
Yeah, but if it's a POS approved education expense, then yeah, it can be reimbursed.
Okay, here's another question I had. Goes back to what maybe you guys heard us talking about earlier. We were talking about work things and so vacation. So, I mean, Golden Week, I asked my senses, I was like, do you guys take Golden Week off? And they're like, no. So I just kept working all Golden Week, And I'm studying. And then
Dude, when do the senseis there?
yeah.
Senseis. Yes.
So, and then this Monday's Memorial Day in America, but people will be barbecuing but we'll still be
Yeah.
working. We don't really take holidays. So can we take holidays?
In general, you should.
Should we take
you
the Japan?
need to stop thinking about U.S. holidays.
Should we take the
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
Japanese?
to take Japanese holidays.
But what if you don't take them? Can you take them
Well, you should
elsewhere?
talk to Josiah about it
Yeah.
and ask him if you can. If you're gonna work a holiday, then because like most of us would be like kind of
From
Yeah.
what I've seen with Josiah, if you're like, hey, I want to go, I want to do this, okay, good. Go do it.
yeah.
If you're around and not doing anything else, then hey, and your vacations, it dictates
Yeah.
pretty much it all. You guys are looking good. You're sounding.
Yeah, you look like a
sounding
little,
really good.
like Mark Driscoll over there. or
Yeah.
something.
We're good.
You know what I'm talking with the beard and stuff. No, he is actually more
He is another-
Calvinist though, isn't he? Or
He is a
Reformed?
Calvinist. Yeah.
Reformed?
With the Driscoll last name, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't associate myself too closely with him. these days.
But the beard and the look
Yeah,
kind of
kinda
just
little-
reminds me. Loosely remind.
Oh no.
I think.
Yeah, he
You can
moved.
stay right where you're at.
No, the camera must have moved.
Oh, did we?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the camera got moved.
The film. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Feels maybe a little
Yeah,
more
but in
actually.
general,
Yeah, it needs to go over a little bit to
I'm kind of in the upper right third. Oh yeah, a little more. A little more.
A little more.
I mean, depends if I'm.
I mean, it's kind of like
I don't think it got moved.
I could.
Unless we zoomed out, but this is. I'm pretty sure we had it like this because we saw a little bit of the TV in it.
yeah, but in the other, but the whole, we could see the whole map though.
Oh yeah, that's true. That we're missing.
Yeah, but I'm seeing the whole map.
Oh, maybe it was just the way.
Yeah, that's.
Well, that's different.
That feels right.
Got it.
Wait, but what happened? Does it have to do with the way that it's cropped, like in the software?
Well, that's what I thought. Hey, Paul,
It must like be choosing a different part of the screen or
I
something.
think when we turned it off, maybe the crop got reset. Because I moved
You got
it.
a lot more than board.
Yeah.
Check. Check.
I think the crop got changed. Oh. Yeah, but I don't know, because there's like, it's a really hard thing because like you want to, like, there's always this kind of tension of like, you want people that kind of like are part of the culture. So if you have this culture
Yeah.
if you have this like a really high level of trust and everybody trusts each other, that everybody is well, basically that they're honest to the culture and they're not abusing
Yeah.
and they're pulling their weight. If everybody trusts each other in that, then it works. So I think as you grow as an organization, the challenge is, one, how do you make sure that every person like really fits into that culture, and what do you do if at some point you tend to you get somebody on that doesn't, and then you have problems, and then when you don't have these kind of structures in place,
Yeah.
then you can leave yourself vulnerable
Yeah.
to problems.
Yeah.
So there's kind of this tension of like, well, like
Yeah.
we don't want to like make all those rules that like drives everything, but at the same time, like you kind of have to partially for protection, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't know.
Totally.
What do you think?
Yeah, Life Church does something interesting. I heard Craig Rochelle said that they used to have to try and keep track of everyone's vacation days, and now he said we just said
Yeah, I think I've heard him talk about that.
we don't keep track anymore.
Yeah,
And he's like, we have to get people to take vacation because became like this big HR hassle. And it was really interesting. And I thought, that's so interesting, And then he's like, if you work 6 days I don't know if I heard him say this, or if you're like a church that works 6 days a week, you're working like, over the course of the year, you're working like 2 extra months. More than it. Is that right? Is that the math right?
say what?
Yeah. If you're working a 6-day work week instead of a 5, that's an extra 52 days a year.
Right.
Almost 2 months more than someone who works 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it was him or somebody else saying you should give those employees then more vacation time and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Paz has really generous vacation. And I'm thankful for that.
Wow. The invisible man.
Yeah.
Oh, with hand model.